It began as just another political debate, the kind we've all seen countless times before. The bright studio lights, the polished smiles, the calculated tones. But what unfolded that night between Congressman Adam Schiff and former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard was far more than a clash of political ideologies. It was a battle of conviction, courage, and the kind of truth that can't be silenced by talking points or partisan spin. The tension was electric from the very first question. Schiff, known for his sharp intellect and relentless debating style, was clearly ready to make an example out of Gabbard, a woman who had long challenged the establishment from within. The topic was foreign policy, and as the cameras rolled, Schiff leaned forward, his voice calm but cutting. He accused Gabbard of being Macron, of echoing propaganda, of undermining American credibility abroad. The audience gasped softly. Even the host seemed uneasy. But Gabbard didn't flinch. Her eyes locked on Schiff with a quiet, steady fire, the kind that only comes from someone who has seen the real cost of war, who has heard the cries of families caught in its chaos. She waited for Schiff to finish, letting his words hang heavy in the air. Then, she spoke calmly, firmly, and with unmistakable moral clarity. "Congressman," she said, her voice unwavering, "I served in uniform. I've seen what happens when politicians talk about war like it's a chess game. Real people, American and foreign alike, pay the price. It's not Macron to want peace, it's leadership." The studio fell silent. Schiff blinked, momentarily speechless. It wasn't the fiery outburst he might have expected. It was something far more disarming: integrity. Gabbard didn't attack him personally. She appealed to something deeper, the humanity buried beneath the political theater. As the debate went on, Schiff tried to regain control, throwing statistics, reports, and political rhetoric her way. But Gabbard stayed grounded, answering each jab not with more heat, but with reason and an authenticity that audiences could feel through their screens. People watching from home began flooding social media with reactions. "Tulsi just owned Schiff. This is what real leadership looks like. Finally, someone speaking truth without fear." By the time the closing statements came, the dynamic in the room had shifted entirely. Schiff, visibly frustrated, gave a polished summary of his policies. Gabbard, in contrast, looked directly into the camera, not as a politician, but as a soldier, a citizen, a human being. "We can disagree on policy," she said softly, "but when we lose our respect for truth, for each other, and for the people we serve, we lose everything." The audience erupted. Even those who didn't agree with her politics couldn't help but applaud. Something rare had just happened. Authenticity had broken through the noise. After the cameras stopped rolling, reports surfaced that Schiff had been furious backstage, while Gabbard quietly greeted staff and thanked her team. The clip of their exchange went viral within hours. Millions shared it across platforms, labeling it everything from Tulsi's mic drop moment to the debate America needed. But what made it so powerful wasn't just that Gabbard won. It was that she reminded viewers that courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it speaks softly, with conviction, compassion, and a refusal to back down from truth, no matter how powerful the opposition. In the days that followed, pundits debated who came out on top. But for many Americans, veterans, independent thinkers, and ordinary citizens tired of the endless shouting, the answer was clear. Tulsi Gabbard had done more than hold her ground. She had reignited a long-lost belief that integrity still matters in public life. And that's what made this moment unforgettable. It wasn't just politics. It was a glimpse of something rare, a reminder that truth, spoken with heart, can still cut through the noise and change everything. As one viral comment summed it up best, "They tried to destroy her, and instead, she reminded us what real courage looks like."